Alright, good morning guys, it's Mr. Middleton here. Today we are going to talk about multiplying monomials and polynomials. We've already talked about adding and subtracting polynomials. We've talked about classifying them a little bit. And so we'll continue with our operations with polynomials. Okay. Again, like I said, a couple of these sections might seem like a review because we're kind of putting together a couple things we've done separately in early chapters and early units, but starting on this will help us out in the long run and being able to keep our rules consistent. Okay, big takeaway here, you're going to use the distributive property for multiplying these monomials and polynomials. Okay, we're going to jump straight into an example because, like I said, we've kind of already done these rules separately, and so now we're going to kind of pull them together. We have negative 5y squared times the polynomial 4y to the third minus 2y squared plus 3. Okay, so like I said, we're going to use the distributive property, and so I'm going to take this first term, 5y squared, I'm going to multiply it by 4y cubed. Okay, negative 5 times 4 gives us negative 20. Y squared times y to the third is y to the fifth. We're multiplying those exponents, and so we add, so don't forget that rule. Got to keep it with you. Alright, we'll multiply negative 5y squared times negative 2y squared. A negative times a negative, we'll change it to positive. 5 times 2 is 10. Y squared times y squared gives us y to the fourth. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, and then one more here. You have negative 5y squared times 3. So negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Okay, there's no variable here, so we just multiply that by y squared. Alright, so pretty simple really. Distribute, keep your exponent rules together, make sure you're paying attention to your signs, and that's it. At the end of our problems, we should make sure, double check that our answers are in standard form. That means it goes from the highest exponent down to the lowest exponent. Double check your signs, and that's it. Okay, let's go through a few more examples. Got like 3 more here. You can go through them on your own and then fast forward and check me out and see that you got the same answers, or you can follow along with me until you feel comfortable enough to do that. So 3b times 5b squared will give me 15b to the third. 3b times negative b give me negative 3b squared. There's a 1 here, a 1 here, adds to 2. 3b times negative 8 gives me negative 24b. Alright, just a couple more. Negative 7h times 3h squared will give me negative 21h to the third. Negative 7h times negative 8h will give me positive, negative times negative positive, 56h squared. Then negative 7h times negative 1 will give me positive 7h. Okay. So remember, we're distributing this term to each term in there. You can draw your rainbows if you want to kind of visualize and double check that you're doing it, but it's the same thing that we're doing whether we draw those rainbows or just kind of do it in our head. Alright, our last example here, we have 2x cubed times x squared. That will give me 2x to the fifth. 2x cubed minus 4x, that will give me negative 8x to the fourth. And then 2x cubed plus 3 and that will give me 6x to the third. Okay. So the things that we're putting together here, we're using the distributive property, which we talked about way earlier in the year. Okay, and then we're using our exponent multiplication rules, which we should just review. Okay, so if you're able to do those things, then you should have no problem multiplying monomials and polynomials. Okay, we'll take this, we'll move to foiling, but before that we'll use some kind of application with this and just make sure that we're able to do this, multiply polynomials and monomials in situations where we would use multiplication probably a little bit more complex than just straightforward like this. Okay, so look forward to that practice and moving on in this chapter. See ya.